All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is lesson 11.3 in your math book. It is on page 637. Okay, today we're going to find out how to find unknown side lengths. Okay, our essential question is how can you find the unknown length of a side in a plane figure when you know its perimeter? Plane figure, you know that is a 2D shape, two-dimensional. It has length and width, okay? Our learning objective, you will find an unknown side length when you know the perimeter of a figure. Perimeter, the outside measure of a polygon, of a figure, okay? The outside measure, okay? Remember, perimeter plus. We are just adding all the sides up, okay? Now, you'll notice that all of this is already done. What happened was I went to do um, the video and I messed up. So I apologize. You're already going to see some of the answers, but I want to walk you through it. Okay? Please follow along. Okay? Ken has 27 feet of fencing to put around his garden. He has already used the lengths of fencing shown. How many fencing How much fencing does he have left for the last side? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find the unknown side length. Well, if you look, you've got how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides. Well, how many lengths do we know? We know that this is 5, this is 3, this is 7, this is 4. Okay? But we don't know what this one is. It's unknown. We have to figure it out. So if I go from this vertex, go around 5, 3, 7, 4, and then N. We don't know, okay? But we know that all of it together equals 27 because that's what it says right here. So what I do, I take the first measure, 5 foot, and I put it in our equation, 5. I put the next one, 3, and I put it in our equation. I put 7, and I put it in my equation. The next one is 4, and I put it in my equation. And then I put n. Okay, there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides. I'm adding the 5 sides together. Okay, so how are we going to solve what n is? Well, first, we're going to add up all of these sides that we do know. So we have 5 plus 3 plus 7 plus 4. If I add all those up, I don't care how you add them up, it's the commutative property. It does not matter. The associative property. You can add any way you want to. It's going to be the same. So let's look at that. All 4 of those numbers equal 19. So from here, this vertex all around is 19. So we still have to figure out this side. Well, I'm going to say 19 plus n because it's 19 plus that other side, n equals 27. Well, I'm going to look at this and I'm going to say, okay, I really can't solve it that way unless I add up. I can add up with my fingers, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I could do that. But if I want to solve it, I can change it, on my fact families. Okay, if I have 2 addition, I have 2 subtraction. What will help you solve it? This subtraction problem in my fact family. So I have 27. There's my big papa. My big papa is at the beginning when I subtract. 27 minus 19 equals our unknown side. Okay, so I have n minus 27 equals 19. You know what? This is the same thing as this. It's just that both sides of the equation equals the same thing. Okay, it doesn't matter what side the problem is on. If it's on either side of the equal sign, it really doesn't matter. It equals the same thing. So let's look at this. 27 minus 19, if I do that, bigger bottom borrow, don't forget that. 17 minus 9 is 8. So 8. So N equals 8. So Chen has 8 feet of fencing left. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, here is our figure. I am sorry, it is all already marked up, but like I said, I've already done this once. Here we go. Here is our figure. How many sides does this figure have? Well, let's look at it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 sides. So I'm going to make 6 blanks up here. Okay? And I'm just going to go around and add all of my sides. 1 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2 plus 6. And that's what I did up here. 1 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2 plus 6 plus perimeter, perimeter plus. Okay? Plus our unknown side. Right here is our unknown side. Okay? You can't forget to add that in. So plus W equals, well, where did I get the 24 from? Up here. The perimeter of the figure is 24 meters. Okay, right there, it tells me what the total perimeter of that figure is. So if I add up all the sides that we know, the 1 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2 plus 6, okay, I'm going to get 21 any way you add it. So if I wanted to add 7 plus 1 plus 2, I know that's 10. 10 plus 5 plus 6 is 11. That's 21. You can add it up any way you want. You can check me. So if I say 21 plus W equals 24. Okay, so that's like saying 24 minus 21 equals, okay, look at here, right here, okay? It can say W equals 24 minus 21, but if you like it better, change it. Move the equation over to the other side. 24 minus 21 equals W. Well, if you subtract that out, you can find that W equals 3. This side, this unknown side, is equal to 3. Okay? All right, let's turn the page. All right. Try and get this set for you. Now, I'm not going to worry about all of this. Okay? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to work on this all by myself. I want to look at it. Lauren has a rectangular blanket. Rectangular. That means the opposite sides are congruent. Okay? Rectangular blanket. The perimeter is 28 feet from vertex all the way around to back to the same vertex is 28 feet. The width of the blanket is 5 feet. We got that width. They've already put that there for us. Okay, what is the length? So we're finding these sides. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are so good. We know that the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So if this side is 5, this side is going to be 5. And then this side is going to equal this side. Well, if the whole thing is 28, I'm going to have to subtract what I do know, which is 5 plus 5. I'm going to take that out. How much do I have left? I have 18 left. Okay, so 5 plus 5. So these two together are going to equal 18. Well, we know a rectangle that those sides are going to be the same amount. So I have to divide 18 into half. So 18 divided by 2 equals 9. 9 on each side, 9. And you notice it has the same letter, LL. That means it's the same length. I'll show you that in just a minute when we get to the other figures. Okay? So if you add these up, 10 plus 18, it equals 28. Okay? All right. Now, let's go to this one. The square has a perimeter of 20 inches. What is the length of each side of the square? Mrs. Keith, there's no number on there. There's no measure for any of the sides. How can I do this? Now, wait a minute, take a breath. What do we know? What do we know about squares? We know that all the sides are equal. Okay, so let's look at this. Side, 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 side. They all have the same letter, S, 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 S. They are all going to be the same measure, the same number. So if I take 20, because that's what it says, 20 inches. If I take 20, the entire perimeter is 20, and I divide that by 4, because each one of these is going to be the same. There are 4 sides. 20 divided by 4 equals. Well, turn that into a multiplication problem. 4 times what equals 20? And you guessed it, 4 times 5 equals 20. So let's count it. 5, 10, 15, 20. By gum, we got it. All right, let's go. There's a few I want to do over here on the Sharon show. Okay? Now it says perimeter equals 25 centimeters. This whole polygon right here, the perimeter of that polygon of that entire thing is going to be 25 centimeters. We have to count every side. Well, how many sides are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. It's a quadrilateral. Okay? And let's look at this. How many sides do we know the length of? Well, we know 7. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We don't know 7. That's an N. I'm sorry. We know 9. We know 6. And we know 3. So I'm going to put 9. I'm going to put 6. And I'm going to put 3. But Mrs. Keith, that only gets us to here. We've got 9. We've got 6. And we've got 3. We're not closed in. We didn't close up this side. We didn't count this side. Our cows are going to get out. So let's look at that. Okay, we have to include that side, but we don't know what it is right now, so we're just going to make it an N. So let's count up these sides. And 9 plus 6 plus 3. 9 plus 6 plus 3. Well, 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 9 equals 18. 18, these 3 sides are 18 plus N equals 25. Now, let's look at that. Change that into the fact family, okay? 25 minus 18 equals N. If I do that, bigger bottom borrow, I can figure out that it is 7 centimeters. This side is going to be 7 centimeters. Close that sucker in because now we can't let our cows out. Our cows are going to stay in that fence. Okay, here we go. Perimeter, 34 meters. Okay, this whole thing is going to be 34 meters. Well, wait a minute. I only have 2 sides given to me. How am I going to figure out the other 2? Well, it's a rectangle, isn't it? Because these sides are the same and these letters are the same. They're both J's, right? They're both J's. So that means it's a rectangle. So let's take our 34 meters here and subtract out what we know. So we have 7 plus 7, which is 14. We're going to subtract out the 14. We're going to take out these two sides. We're going to figure out what those other sides are. So now we have 20 left. Both of these sides are going to equal 20 together. Two of those sides are going to equal 20. So we're going to divide 20 in half. 20 divided by 2 equals 10. Each of these sides are going to equal 10. Okay? Let's go over here to our perimeter. Our square perimeter equals 12 feet. We have R, 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 R. Oh no, another one that doesn't have measure. But wait a minute. Oh yeah, I remember, Mrs. Keith. This is what I need to do. Those all have the same letter, so that means they're all going to be the same length. So let's see. If I divide 12 into 4 parts, into 4 equal groups, I should get the length of those sides. So 12 divided by 4 equals, you guessed it, 3. 4 times 3 equals 12. So R equals 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Hey, it works. Yay. Okay, now one more I want to do before I get off of here. Okay, it's this fun one. Now, the perimeter is 42 feet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. How many sides does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a hexagon. We know it's a hexagon, right? And then look, all the letters are the same. So that means that they are going to be equal. All the sides will be the same length. Okay, so we have 42, and if I divide 42 into 6 equal groups, we should get our answer. So 42 divided by 6, turn it into a multiplication problem. 6 times what equals 42? And you're so good, you know it is 7. 7 feet. Each of these sides are 7 feet. Okay? Good job, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you are still unsure what to do with this lesson, please do the rabbit video. The rabbit video is there if you need extra help, okay? If you still don't understand, please, please, please contact me, okay? All right, go ahead and do your homework on Go Math. Thank you.